Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Just Niger J's. Guys, while I black bicycle as Verydarkman have just accused the Nigerian police of buying one Nigeria by the name Mr. Olatunji Jimoh Abdulqadir. So according to the ugly update that Verydarkman gave, he said the farmer was allegedly pied by the Nigerian police, and it's looking like the Nigerian police pied him and removed some of his vital organs. This might be crude, but there is no other way to explain it. They said the police were hired to oppress and torture one Mr. Jimoh Abdulqadir by the person he was holding 220,000 as Mr. Gabriel Sunday. They didn't even invited him, that's the Mr. Olatunji Jimoh. They just lured him to a market pretending to be customers and adopted him on Friday 19 December 2024 around 5 p.m. Around 10 p.m. he managed to call his mother before he was lured. He collected his ajo money of 350,000 naira from his sister. The money was with him when they arrested him. That's when the police arrested him. When his mother and her friend got to the station around 10 p.m., they saw him looking healthy and fine. Then they asked the police to take the 220,000 naira from the 350,000 naira they found with him. The police refused. The police asked them to come back because the person that asked them to arrest Mr. Jimoh has not permitted them to release him. Apparently, the person that asked them to arrest Mr. Jimoh is an elder brother of a policeman in the station. Again, around 2 a.m., the police called Mr. Jimoh's sister, who is a nursing mother, to come and take him around 2 a.m. It was weird. The family said no, that the family of Mr. Jimoh said no, that they just left the station begging the police to carry the 220,000 naira that he was holding the Mr. Sunday, who made the police to arrest him, saying that make them release him. But the police refused, say the person never give them full authority to release him. Nah, it's so weird that the police is calling them around 2 a.m. in the morning to come and carry their brother. So they said they know, they refuse, and they will come by exactly between 5 to 6. So they go to the station. The police told them to go and identify their brother's body in the mortuary, just like that. When Mr. Jimoh's brother asked them to explain what happened, the police said he hung himself with his handkerchief, and the police said handkerchief. The brother entered the jail and saw the roof was too low and wasn't possible for anyone to hang himself from there, especially Mr. Jimoh, who was very tall at 6 feet plus. Imagine. So what did the police do? The police stood lie you. They say when the Mr. Jimoh's brother entered the police station, the roof was not that high, and they say Mr. Jimoh was very tall. So how did Mr. Jimoh hang himself just like that with his handkerchief? The police team insisted that Mr. Jimoh hung himself, that maybe he knelt down and did it. Meanwhile, upon identifying his body, his belt and pant was stained with blood. His nose was bleeding. His head was also bleeding. His head was bleeding. His head was swollen with bruises all over his body, indicating a torture. Now, Verydarkman has released a new photo showing that as the police took him to the mortuary, they had to cut him open and show him and sew him back up, indicating a possible neat organ removal. They quarreled with the police, but the police said it's the process of embalming, and that is a 200% infant. 1000% not how embalming works or is done. The family asked for an autopsy. It has been done, but the police have blocked them from accessing the results. In December, the IG of police, Mr. Kayode, visited the family. The governor of Kara also lent his voice. Now, the police have seemingly closed the case, hence the need for Verydarkman to intervene, as the justice seems to have invaded the family like many other Nigerian police brutality cases.